Of pixels and streams, there's a jolly figure, or so it seems, with a belly round and a heart so grand. He's the YouTube grifter, the joy of the land. Oh, he's as fast as Santa, but he comes all year, bringing laughter, joy, and a bit of cheer. Not just once in December, but every single day. Our YouTube grifter in his own special way. He's got a knack for stories, both wild and true. With a twinkle in his eye, he'll entertain you. From baking fails to epic wins, he's the gift that keeps on giving. Let the fun begin. Oh, he's as fat as Santa, but he comes all year, bringing laughter, joy, and a bit of cheer. Not just once in December, but every single day. Our YouTube grifter in his own special way. He's got around your screens, and don't be shy. He's got a tale to tell and a pie in the sky. With every click and every view, he's spreading holiday spirit just for you. Oh, he's as fat as Santa, but he comes all year, bringing laughter, joy, and a bit of cheer. Not just once in December, but every single day. Our YouTube grifter in his own special way. So here's to the grifter, our digital friend. May his joy and laughter never end. With a ho, ho, ho and a hearty cheer. Merry Christmas to all and a Happy New Year.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be. For the few subscribers I still have left, I am, not only on behalf of myself, but especially on behalf of Jamie, who will now have to send me to work in a mine to get the money I owe her. I'm sorry that I, through the last year, have had a moderator who clearly stated their political views in their handle name. I said this was a non-political channel, but I let it slip. I gave a moderator, without forcing them to change their name to Baker's Bunny 22, I gave them a wrench. Of course, we're talking about Jedi Jess, who supports the killing of millions of innocent people on the 2 Death Stars, just because one woman for once in her life didn't want to say something. She forced the hand of the benevolent Darth Vader, who was just trying to make peace in the galaxy as a representative of the democratically elected Senate. Jedi Jess have been allowed to keep her handle supporting the rebel scum. That's the reason why I, through almost all the time she's been a mod on the channel, have called her Jemima, because I, for one, won't support a misogynist, undemocratic rule like the Jedi Council. No females were allowed on the Jedi Council when they totally, out of ageism, rejected Anakin Skywalker, turning him into Darth Vader because their henchmen killed him on, was it Dagobah? I'm sorry that you have, every time you come onto my channel, have to have seen that name in chat. I should have paid more attention. Thank you so much for the person who pointed it out yesterday in my comment section that I supported a vile political person. And I know most of my subscribers, I've lost 2 subscribers since they wrote it. The avalanche has just getting started. Jemima, I know you're a good mod. You get me all the court documents I want, but for the love of all that's holy, you wouldn't go and support Danielson either when he won the karate tournament by cheating. Do the right thing. Stop supporting the Jedis. The Jedis are an evil organization who takes kids away from their home to train them to become murderers. I don't support it. I totally disavow the Jedi movement, both as a rebel insurgency against the democratically elected Senate and as a paramilitary force. I'm sorry to all my viewers who had to see that name every day in chat.
It's terrible. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah. Imagine having so little time that you go into a chat and you see one name, and I won't mention the name because even Jemima didn't understand the joke that it is a 4-year-old meme. But still, you have to just leave a comment. It's like that person the other day. What was it that person said, Jamie?
That your southern accent was offensive to who? I don't know, but
Yeah, it was offensive that I spoke with a southern accent because not all Americans speak with a southern accent.
yeah, well,
Jamie, does it seem like I am doing a parody when I do them? It's just because I have a little stone face. Sometimes it can come off as a mean stuff I say.
listen, I don't even think I've never met any American that actually speaks in the accent that you use. So, I mean, if I do, it's going to be great.
Well, Holly Mac says it's spot on.
Yeah, I mean,
No, we will, of course, carry on like we always been doing. I won't be less of an idiot. I will probably offend a lot of people by not knowing the cultural norms of America. I did change it so I don't say Christ as much as I used to do. Now I'm trying to get to say cheese o Pete's, Jamie's new merch line, because I can understand that one. That's a religious one, but me talking like that, making people feel like it's a stereotype for Valhalla from Chicago. No, it's not.
how can you offend anyone? It's not. He doesn't have. I don't even know. Just like when you're like, you're going to offend all the Nigerians. No, you're not, because you don't do it well. It's great though for what it is. It's not
Yeah.
a serious thing though. That's the problem with people, is they're just why are you taking that so seriously? Like, you really need to reevaluate your life.
I'm a stupid little YouTube channel that gets 100 people watching when I bake some cake. If we are lucky, I was just overselling it. We're 75 people. 70 now. Why come into my? It's the same with those people who come into the Atlanta case and once a month claim it's only because I'm a racism. I don't see she clearly did it. I didn't say I didn't see she did it. I said I didn't feel the state proved it wasn't an accident. But I'm still a racism. It's the English. It's fine. My guest today is from Chicago. Well, my guest later today will be from Chicago because today at 2 p.m. I will have Defense Diary Podcast, which is a very, very easy name to remember. It's just like Trial TV Live. I always mess that up, so I say Trial Live TV. That's probably offensive to some as well. But that'll be at 2 p.m. where we will have a wonderful talk. And I am so glad that they stepped in and covered the hole that Jeff's sad passing left in my schedule. But it's going to be one tear full to talk to them, new friends on the channel. Yeah, my mom would have said the same thing. I need more subs. Well, apparently I scare them away in droves. So, but Tell your friends about me. It's because I'm such a bad, at grifting. Yes, the Kransekage will not be Chicago inspired. But Jamie, can you talk to people while I run in and get to the baking part of the
Yeah.
show?
So happy Friday, guys. It is my day off. And I wanted to say hi to Krista. She said she's new here. She's been on the replay crew, so welcome. And we're just having, like, I hope you're not offended by anything that we're doing. Yeah, it snowed. I woke up this morning and we got, well, a pretty decent amount of snow. I hope it stays. Because lately we get the snow and it melts, and then we don't really get a good amount of snow until January. Like, it just kind of is like lame for Christmas. And I love snow on Christmas. Yeah, last Friday was Friday the 13th, so it was much better than today. But I've taken like every Friday off until after Christmas. Because I had to use the last of my PTO for the year before it renews. So I have today off, and then I have Thursday. What do we have with Christmas? And then I took Thursday and Friday off. So next week's going to be nice, just working a couple days. But yeah. And I got to go to the dollar store today because I got to put together some kind of Christmas basket for my mom. I hope they like actually have some good stuff. So but yeah, today will be nice. It's nice and cold. No, like we are only allowed to roll over like 40 hours every year. So if I don't use it, I lose it. And good thing all of my coworkers are crazy and they use all their PTO like within the first year. So they never have any of it like towards the end of the year. So I always get all like the holiday stuff off. But if you don't, yeah, like I try not to use all of it because you got to roll over some or you're stuck with the beginning of the year with nothing until it starts kicking in.
So, again, easy cake today. 3 ingredients: marzipan, egg whites, and some powdered sugar. I got a recipe up on the Discord, but this one is kind of like you'll fiddle around till you find how you like it. And because today I'm using some cheap marzipan, I didn't get to go to Germany. I'll probably adjust it a little bit there. So just follow along and everything will be fine. I'll do a lot of ASMR, Jamie, so I'll just cut my audio.
It's not that bad. Same with me, Rage. It like they started doing it a couple years ago where we just get it, we get an amount every paycheck. So you got to roll over a little bit and then so you have at least a little bit. But I work in a pharmacy. I work at like a healthcare pharmacy. So.
The thing to do when you start, especially if you're doing it at home at one of these smaller machines, take the marzipan and just rip it into smaller pieces so it's easier to combine. It's the way to do it, or else it'll just take forever. Forever and ever. That's how mine is. I have a little butt. Oh, it's nice to have a little butt. That's raised crochet. I can't see the rest from my. That does not look appetizing. Well, Jedi Jess, it will taste great when it's done. I know marzipan isn't a big thing in America, but this is the cake we eat every year at midnight on New Year's. So at New Year's at 12, you will have these ready. You'll have your champagne or whatever bubbly you drink. I don't drink it. It tastes crap. And we'll sing a song. We'll listen to the bells from the city hall in Copenhagen. And when that's done, we'll singing a song about how the new year has come, and then we'll eat the cake and wish each other a happy new year. Some people will jump off their chairs. I never understood that part, but
What? What do you
it's to
mean?
jump into the new year, get a jump start on the new year.
Like, do they stand on top of the chairs?
Yeah, they'll get on a chair and then they'll jump off and say, "Oh, we're getting a jump start on the new year."
I feel like I've seen somebody do that before.
It's I'm not saying roughly 2 to 1 with powdered sugar to maybe a little less powdered sugar, but I got roughly half a kilo marzipan, have 550 grams, so that's 250 grams in this one. That's just start out with 2/3.
I have yet to I feel like he's made this before. Has he made this before? My favorite Christmas treat, my aunt makes these sugar cookies that are so good. They're fat and soft, and she makes her own icing.
And with the egg whites, it's just like it is with the sugar. You'll figure out how much. This is a little dry because again, it's bad marzipan, so probably need a little more egg white in this one.
I'm sure she does rage. I feel like most Midwest aunt, like that's what my aunt is known for, like baker jokes, because they don't really do a lot of the like Tupperware feeding you. My grandma did, but my aunts don't really do that. But when it comes to cookies, baking and stuff, yeah, she makes an overload of cookies and makes us all like our own little stash.
When it's combined, you'll just do a little feely poo on it. It should be wet, but not. This is a little too sticky, so I'll give it some more sugar. It should be. If it's too dry, it'll crack when it bakes. But and as you know, fat don't crack, so we can't have cracking cake.
He's funny. I know, like that's what I love about Christmas. She does cake. She does cake balls too. It's like her specialty now. She made them for a graduation party once. Instead of us having like a cake, she made like cake balls in like every flavor known to man. And so now she makes a bunch of Christmas ones. And they're so good. And then of course Buckeyes, which gross Buckeyes, this the football team, but Buckeyes, the chocolate peanut butter things are delicious. Yeah, Oreo. She has an Oreo one that, because that's Oreo. Anything Oreo is like my favorite. So anything cookies and cream or Oreo. So yes, 80s music man. You know how I feel. I don't hide how I feel. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. It's such a cute little tradition to like do the Christmas cookie thing. I know a lot of people do like Christmas cookie parties and stuff.
We don't have anything like that, but it's more like you do it at schools, and you have like one night where the parents go to the school and they'll do some. That was really stupid putting marzipan on the lens. I am a professional, Jamie, just so you know. It's
You
a good
really
thing the
are.
channel is ending because
Yeah, sorry guys, this is the last stream because
yeah, it'll be the last. Well, I have a few guests, so
yeah.
I was actually looking at. Have you looked at that Hack 2A girl thing? She got
No.
a lawsuit now.
What? For what?
Well, she tried to do allegedly, I have to say. They did a Hack 2A coin, one of those meme coins that people think, oh, this is going to be worth money someday. No, don't buy that. She did one of those, and then within a day they blew up the market. So someone made a lot of money, and it wasn't the people who bought it. And then someone found out that they might have fudged the numbers a little bit. So they would make money because there's a certain amount of coins going around, blah blah blah, and when you flood the market, the value falls, just like if you print money in the real world. And so she hasn't been seen since, I think, the day after they made that launch, because there's a guy online who digs into all of these crypto things, and he said, but your books are just not adding up. Someone must have made, I can't remember how much money it was, 50 million or something, but someone must have made that money, and I can't see anyone else but you. And they couldn't really explain it. So she's getting sued now. But I'm sorry to say, it's kind of like those people who pay OnlyFans girls millions of dollars. You're kind of stupid if you see. I think a guy sunk like $50,000 into it on a meme. It's so stupid. And someone was asking, crazy. I can't pull up, my hands are filled with marzipan. Someone asked about the Discord. If you put exclamation point Discord, you will get the link to the Discord in the chat.
There is the Discord link if you want to join. Hi, everybody coming in.
Yeah, hey, everyone.
So, again, what are you making?
Kransekage.
Kransekage?
Yeah, it's, I don't know why it's, well, maybe it's because normally it's the one, we make them to build those cornucopian things, or horns of plenty. Or big, it's the big, I really need to watch this later, but it's the big fancy cake. If you have a reception and stuff like that, you'll make stuff out of this, because it's Denmark, we love marzipan. But it's also the traditional 12 o'clock on New Year's Eve cake. And I really didn't want to make anyone this year, and then my brother called me and said, how much are you making? I said, well, I hadn't planned anything. I didn't get any marzipan. Well, I'm going to Germany. Should I get you some? And he said, yeah. And then you can, because he's a smart person. So he said, if I get you marzipan, can we then exchange? So I get the cakes on Saturday, tomorrow, and you get the marzipan. So I can't bake it without the marzipan. Well, but I can get you the marzipan and give it to you, but I won't be home till the new year because he's going on a vacation. And I was, you're stupid, right? But I bought marzipan. He bought me Dr. Peppers. So and he'll be bringing me some Legos I can build on the Christmas tree. So that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, just popping over to it's only Germany is like 2.5 hours away. So
It just sounds funny to us. I don't know why.
well,
You're like, oh, I'm gonna head over to Germany.
you're in Wisconsin, then that's not that far from Canada.
I'm not in Wisconsin.
Iowa.
That's offensive.
It's offensive, is the way you're supposed to say it. No, I don't want to have any results from online. No, but it's the funny thing where from where I'm at, I think it takes me 3 hours to get to Sweden. It'll take me a couple of hours, 2.5 hours to get to Germany. Norway is a bit different. I need to take a boat, but I could probably get to Britain at the same time I could get to Norway. But I can visit Helen in Holland in 8 hours.
That's adorable.
So,
It's offensive because he thinks all Midwest people are the same and we all live in the same area.
no, I'm not saying all are the same. I'm just saying you like cheese because you're a Midwesterner, and you said I do like cheese. But your mom is offensive to the Midwesterner because she doesn't give you food home when you visit her. So
I will say most of the time our family eats it all, so there's really nothing left over. My grandma was like that, and my aunts are like that. But I was telling them earlier, cookies, when it comes to cookies, they'll make the crap out of some cookies and have everybody. You'll have a whole set when you go home. So
yeah, and this is the thing. If you go to Croatia, well, if you go to Croatia, that's pretty dense over there on the Balkans. You could be in like 6 different countries in a day. Don't hack on my 2A, but you can hack 2A on anything else. Thank you, Legendary.
Okay, Legendary and Rage. It was just a joke because he likes to purposely make me a Buckeyes fan and say I live in Wisconsin. So, and I'm sorry, but the Packers can eat it, and I don't like them. So he likes to do that just because. But I like you guys. And he says we're all the same. So we all sound the same. It's not. It's offensive. I mean, we're all going to be offended all the time. Everybody's so offended all the time. Yeah, the Discord link was up, so if you want to join, I put it in the chat for you guys. Oh goodness, we got a lot of people joining. But anyways, I've actually never been to Wisconsin. It would be, I mean, I'd like to visit. I mean, I've been around the state. I mean, basically Ohio, Georgia, Florida. I've been to Florida a lot. I went to Vegas and I went to LA for work. And it's really, I mean, those are the only places I've really been. I haven't really been to any other Midwest states. Oh, I've been to Chicago a couple times. But I think I'm partial to Michigan. I like it here. I like going up north. Being in the UP's fun. It's like a whole nother world up there.
Have you ever been to Canada?
Once, yeah, Canada once when I was younger.
Is
But
it
we
very
only went
different
for
when
the
it's
day, and I don't
the
really remember all
border
that.
area you go to, or is it just because if we go to Germany, well, it's a bit different because they occupied us up till 1920. So both sides of the border are very ingrained in each other, where you speak both languages, and the Germans. Well, the Germans doesn't really have it as much as the Danes do, but we have a Danish party in North Germany to represent the Danish minority down there. So that's but everyone speaks kind of like a circus language where they mix Danish and German, and it's very fluid across the border. You'll go get because dentistry and stuff like that is cheaper in Germany, and you'll go shop in Germany because they have 18%, I believe, value-added tax on food, where we have 25%, so that's cheaper as well. So stuff like that, there's a lot of, but you can clearly see in the architecture and stuff like that it's a totally different country. But I don't know how it is in Canada.
I don't know. Like I honestly don't remember it all that much. I think we went over the border and we like checked out some shops and then we ended up coming back. I don't know.
My thoughts on Allo Allo? Well, I like it. René, embrace me, take you in your strong arms. I like that too. You couldn't do it today. This is good.
I will say the one place I was a little unimpressed with, just because I don't know what I was really expecting, but LA. We went to LA for work and it was a lot different than I thought it would be. But it was fun to be in California. I had never been. I'm just partial to I love seasons. I love cold weather. So.
Does gas to get to Germany offset cost saving? Yeah, if you fill your truck, that's why I go. I only go once a year normally. It's not as cheap as it used to, but my parents would go down there every half year, and if you really stock up on meat and the food, you can save a whole ton of stuff. And again, it's a 2.5 hour drive. It's, even though gas is expensive, it'll cost me, I don't know, maybe 60, $70 to drive down there with our gas prices. So get enough Coke and stuff like marzipan is where I pay 160 in Denmark, I pay 80 down there. So that's half price. Did we agree what we called these last year, Jamie, when we made these cakes?
No.
The little fake cherries.
Oh, those fake cherries.
We call them cocktail berries.
Cocktail berries?
Yeah. Because you put
now
them
I
in.
remember.
But
why were they green and yellow though? I don't remember.
It's just to make them festive.
Okay.
But then you just take the size you kind of like with these ones. The first couple is always a try, and because my brother really loves these, it's fake cherry. I don't even know if it's real cherry inside, but he loves those, so he'll get those. I'm a good boy. Cocktail kirsch in Germany. Yeah, so cocktail cherries in Germany.
I do remember these cookies. Okay. Now that you're
this is actually a very, very healthy cake, Marissa, because I'm putting fruit on top of it. It's almond, and sugar is made from natural product as well. It's just like people who smoke weed who say, "Well, it grows in the ground, man." Hey, Alice. Just talking about Germany.
Hi, Harry. How are you?
Iris went in and watched his show, I think, last night. She didn't find German as easy to understand as I do.
I was trying to do it too, and I was like, oof. Because
But then imagine,
I'd like to learn a language. I'm just terrible at learning languages. I can barely speak English.
that's why I'm impressed with Harry that he can do it simultaneously. He can
Oh
sit
yeah.
and listen, and because I just talk, he has to listen. I don't do that.
No, I'm terrible at that too. No, that stuff is impressive to me. It's very, I just wish I had that skill. I mean, I know I could do it if I really tried, but
No, I would say if you try to learn it, German isn't that hard to understand when you speak English. I don't. I think it's. I think all of us in Scandinavia speaks German, or at least understands German. We don't speak it. What's the green and red things on your cookies? It's not cookies. It's Kransekage, but it's like a. Come on, it's a fake cherry. It's I don't know if it's a real cherry that they put in some sugar paste, some sugar like a syrup. It's just my brother likes them, so no one has used them since the 90s. So I don't know why, but it must be with that. Actually, if you make a British Christmas cake, you need to chop them up and put it in there too. They taste weird, but when they're baked, they're good. It brings a little difference too, because a lot of this is just the flavor of almonds.
so they don't taste good just eating them. You can't just.
Well, it tastes a little artificial.
Well, aren't they? Or are they real?
It's a real cherry. We can't sell fake stuff. Um, that's why. Yeah. See, Celestial, of course, is grandma baked like me. But it's the same. I don't know if you've seen all of that talk right now with your new health guy, with all the stuff that you can't sell in European foods, all the added coloring and stuff like that. That's why Fanta doesn't look like Fanta if you come to Europe,
What's it look like?
because you are allowed to put way more chemicals into your food than we are. Those are glazed cherries. They are like the cherries in fruitcake. Bada bing cherries for cocktails are the absolute. I don't know what bada bing cherries are. Hey, Stace.
Yeah, what are bada bing cherries? Hey,
In
Stace.
Canada, we call them gross. Well,
It's just simple.
yeah.
Gross. He's making Kransekage.
Your
How do you
husband
say it?
weighs out everything so that they are the perfect same size. I'll do that if I'm making. This is just, again, this is a little. I know this probably. I'll make. I don't know how many. 6. It'll be 36, probably 72. It'll be close to 100 of these, and most of them won't survive till New Year's Eve, if I know my brother right. One year I delivered to him on the 17th, and he called me at what we call Little Christmas Eve, which is the 23rd. I gave him and his ex-wife just as many cakes as I packed to my other brother who has 3 kids. And he asked, "Hey, are you gonna come back before New Year's? So I have enough for New Year." He had eaten all of it. So that year I had to make 3 kilos. which is roughly banana pie in American
Three,
numbers.
3 kilos. Every time you always say kilos, it just makes me think of cocaine.
Yeah, but that's because you have a drug problem, Jamie.
No, just movies and stuff. Or
It would be so much easier to write recipes if you just understood real numbers.
whatever.
That's the only thing sold in kilos in the US. Well, just ask for a liter of Coke. I love that movie. Have you watched the new show where most of the people from that movie, I think they're firefighters or something?
No.
No, me neither. But I just saw, I saw something for it on the YouTubes, and I was, I don't know if I can do a full series of Father being Father, but because it looked like they just played the same role, but as firefighters instead of police officers.
It's kind of like all the movies they've done too, kind of. What is a fruitcake anyway?
Did we hear about your business flipping out? Yeah. Beating a guard with a medical tray. Oh, it's dumb. Super Troopers are way better. Super Troopers 2 should never have been made. That wasn't a good movie.
I mean, it was so far after that it was like kind of.
Yeah, it's
when they do that too much. When they do that, most of the time it doesn't work out very well. It's like we're way past this. Like,
especially when it's a movie like Super Trooper that kind of grew into a classic, because no one really watched it the first time when it came out, and then it became kind of an internet sensation. And you can't catch lightning in a bottle twice. There's only one Max prison in Wisconsin, so that's where she's going to be forever. Better stop making enemies. Yeah. They tried to do a second one. Oh, I didn't know that one, but still, it's now or never. It's the same with people asking for Back to the Future 4. Imagine seeing that one. That would be horrendous.
leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let it be. I don't want to touch it. Yeah, we used to watch that movie when we were like drunk all the time. It made it that much funnier.
Yeah, saying meow all the time.
Well, no, I was just wondering what a fruitcake was made of, because people always, that's like that's the joke. Like, if you get a fruitcake, like, you throw it in the trash immediately. But like,
well,
is it actually good? What kind of cake?
It depends. You can put a lot of booze in it, but the problem is it's one of those long-lasting cakes. That's why you can get it as a present. It's a very heavy cake. It's very dry. You need it. Well, most of them are. Have you ever had stollen? Probably not.
No, I don't know what that is.
No, but it's a very dense cake, and I think if it's fresh, it might be good. But if it's one of those that's been in the closet for half a year, like Valhalla, not that good. Yes, it's good. They last 100 years. Yeah, and to make something that can last 100 years, you have to make sure that's nothing can start rotting in it, just like a McDonald's burger. No, I'm not saying scone. Why is she asking about scones? We're talking fruit cakes. Fruit cake.
Yeah, fruitcakes. But why is it something that can last for a long time? That's kind of
because back in the day, Jamie, they didn't have refrigeration units. So you made things to last. That's why we have pickled herrings, because you can then. We used to have a lot of herring in. If you have Denmark over here, you have Sweden here. That water that runs up behind Sweden up till Finland was filled with herring. So every year they would go out, fish it, and then they'll salt it. And then they figured out, oh, we can also pickle it. So that's why you have all of these preserved foods. It's not because it tastes better. It's because it has to last, and expiration dates is a thing if you don't preserve it. So you make an almost unedible cake. So people can take a piece with them home and stuff like that.
That sounds terrible.
We have a Christmas cake too that normally takes roughly 3 months to prepare before you bake it. It's honey cakes. They have to sit for 3 months, and it's you're thinking 3 months everything will rot, but because there's so much sugar in the honey, and honey is a natural disinfectant, it actually it's great. I sent a hunting heart in the last giveaway. Plum pudding is like that. Yeah, plum pudding is kind of like the same. Wedding cakes normally have a fruit cake layer. Yeah, I just don't like it. I wanted to say I'm so happy I found your channel. I love the different content and Broken Bakers, Banter, and Sass. I am looking forward to getting to know mods and chat. I apologize for all the questions. Krista's limited edition. Thank you so much for the Canadian super chat. Jamie should pull it up, but she's too lazy. But I can't do it.
Krista, thank you. I mean, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. And again, we are sorry about the Jedi, Jess. We will try to convince her that the Jedis were the bad guys.
And again, Krista, ask all the questions. Baker loves questions because he loves to talk. He loves it.
Jamie, why would you watch the channel where we're just sitting and looking out into the air, and then an hour later, well, like and subscribe, guys. See you tomorrow.
Exactly.
That wouldn't be a fun channel.
I wasn't saying it in a way that was negative. I'm just saying you do
Jamie
love
hates
to talk.
I know that.
I love that Baker loves to talk because he can talk about anything. He tells me all kinds of things. He tells me about the Bible, about mythology. I learn about baking. I learn about all the Denmark culture.
Danish culture.
The Denmark culture.
Jesus.
We have a good time.
And thank you, Zach. Welcome to Baker's Wishful Thinking stream.
Oh, Valhalla made lamb the other night for the first time. Oh boy. You ate a lamb? A little lamb? I don't like the fancy meats, so, but I'm glad that it worked out for you. Yeah, not a fan. I'm sorry, I'm just a beef girl. Beef, pork, chicken, turkey. Well, I mean, like, what does it taste like? Does it taste gamey?
I got some of these baking sheets in Lidl this time. They are absolute dog water, as they say in Britain.
So that means bad?
Yeah. When you try, to pull it out of the packaging, they'll just bundle up so you can't get it out. It's annoying. Pierogies are good. Lots of Polish people here. I like pierogies. Don't get in that
Oh,
often.
pierogies are good. Yeah.
I like Eastern European cuisine. That's,
Did you hear me earlier?
No, when my headset is
Oh.
on the table, I can't hear you.
I couldn't tell if you had it on or not. Valhalla said he made lamb for the first time the other night.
Yeah, he said that I like lamb. Well, it has to be done right.
And yeah.
And Edward Scott with the anti-Wells joke right off the bat.
How do the Welsh? Oh, those poor sheep.
It's Do you know that the Welsh have a lot of sheep?
Leave the sheep alone. Poor sheep.
You didn't know? You don't know that that's the thing about the Welsh is I
No.
think there's twice as many sheep as there's people in Wales.
So they just got to do that then?
No, the joke is just that they are a bit. If you want to compare, Wales is kind of the Arkansas of Britain. There's a lot of people going around saying "oi," and they might frequent. No, I should be nice to the Welsh because Welsh lady Reeds is a nice lady, but yeah, there's a stereotype about yeah. Before you go, I think you're Welsh as well. Are you Irish? Can't remember. But yeah, that's the thing that they say about the Welsh, that they are sheep shaggers.
Sheep shaggers.
Yeah, it means they bang sheep, Jamie.
I don't like it.
Well, apparently the Welsh do. And who are we to say that culture isn't okay?
You know, I don't know.
I don't have any more of those fake cherries. For the rest of them, I'll cut some pieces out, probably like this length, and you'll put a glaze on them. Those ones I would have dipped the bottom in chocolate when they're done in the oven, but because they have to last till New Year's, I will chuck all of it in the freezer, and the people who will have who gets them will have to do it themselves because I can't be bothered.
Was that your Irish accent?
That was my Scottish accent after Scotty from Star Trek. I'm sorry, Captain. I just can't do it.
Oh my gosh. Guys, listen to him.
No one is putting candied cherries near my Kransekage. Well, ginger with a soul, then you can't have mine. Where I live, it's not unusual to have to stop and wait for the sheep and lambs to move away before continuing driving. No, it's but you don't have much. You don't have a lot of cows and stuff like that in Norway, right? It's not really a good agricultural land because it's a lot of hills and mountains. And you know what they say, Jamie?
What do they say?
Hills are alive with the sound of music.
Oh my Lord. I forgot. What is your favorite Christmas movie, Baker?
Sound of Music or Grease.
Christmas?
We've been through this many a time. Yes, in Denmark, Sound of Music and Grease are Christmas movies. We see them in December.
I knew you thought The Sound of Music is a Christmas movie, but I didn't know you thought Grease was a Christmas movie. What makes it a Christmas movie?
That it's played on TV in December.
Oh, that's not how it works.
Well, it's the same with people saying, well, Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie. It's just set around Christmas. So why can't Sound of Music be a Christmas movie? Because it apparently doesn't matter that they actually have Christmas songs in Die Hard.
That's not no. Those are not the rules.
Glenn Jacobs, the next time I'm in Tennessee, I'm calling you out, brother. Kane, Baker, a showdown we've been waiting for since the 90s, where they could both move. Now, Kane will kill Baker in 1 minute.
Oh my gosh. It's played in December, so it's a Christmas movie. Do you hear him, guys?
But it's a Christmas tradition that they play it on TV, so it's kind of it's kind of like listening to "Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All?" and knowing, oh crap, 24 days of this. It's tradition.
Well, it's one thing to just watch it in December, but you can't call it a Christmas movie if it has nothing to do with Christmas. Those are my rules. And Gremlins is actually the right answer. Gremlins is
No,
best Christmas
Gremlins 2.
Oh, Gremlins 2 is great, but Gremlins 1 is the best Christmas movie.
Isn't it the 2 that's the Christmas movie?
No, 1's the Christmas movie. 2 is when they take over that building and
Look, Jamie.
go crazy. Look at that.
When
did you get that?
I went to get my sister had ordered some things for my daughter, and they had a sale on these ones. 150 Danish. That's, I don't know. That's like 20 something bucks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, Google, stop. And right next to him was the Stanleys. That's 500 Danish. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, stop. Stop.
Yes, we have watched so many Christmas movies this year. Look at that. He's yelling at his Google, Sue. You're just putting them on top of each other. You're going to ruin them.
It's time up to 8 minutter. Then we're actually done, Jamie.
No, I have not watched. Grease is not a Christmas movie. I don't know what he's talking about, Fed.
Look how nice it is when they have been baked. Then the color really stands out. Ow, 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 ow.
Well, you just slapped them on top of each other. Are you going to smush the other ones?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Calmale.
Stop touching them.
Normally, I don't like it when they're this dark in the bottom because they will keep baking when they're out of the oven. So they should actually have had a minute less.
It's because Baker does his own thing, Fed. He makes his own rules. Grease.
I said 8 minutes, Ralphie. Ow, ow. Ow, ow.
I do that too for a lot of things, Rage. Like, especially in the wintertime, if I'm making something and need it to cool off, I'll just go put it out back.
Oh, that's another thing. I just thought about that. When things are hot and I burn myself or I'll get hurt, I'll say ow. What does Americans say? Do you say ouch?
I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of like dogs have a different bark depending on where you are in the world.
I would say I say ouch or ow, or sometimes just go ah. I don't know. Or the
And
F word,
horseback.
yeah.
Well, this is a good Christian channel, so of course we will never use those words. We are not rebel supporting scum.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can get that one past the YouTube censorship.
I would say sometimes I say Jeez Pete's. Straight up, so.
It's Cheeso Pete's, Jamie.
He thought I said cheese, guys. For all this time.
Oh, as a Wisconsinite, you must say cheese because you like.
And then he keeps calling me a Wisconsinite. And that's why I said that's offensive.
At least I haven't mentioned that you are an Ohio fan today.
And that's offensive. I say son. Okay, that is very specific 80s. I say son of a motherless goat. Oh my gosh.
Is she answering a question I can't see?
What?
Is she answering a question I can't see in chat? But yeah, sticky notes are for the super chats when I remember to do it when I'm having these streams in here. But yeah, mother effer is no to the Ohio fan. Go blue. Yeah, Jamie, they don't like you. What's the blue?
Sorry, Krista. I was scanning. I didn't. If you really have a question, just put a little red question mark out, and it'll like stand out better.
Oh, that's hot. Oh,
Are you shoveling them in your mouth while they're hot?
the hot help them. Oh.
Yeah, she was asking about your sticky notes. Like, so while you have that hot piece of cookie in your mouth, why don't you explain to her?
What are you doing? Can you do it, Jamie?
Well, basically, he just thought it was nice when people do super chats to kind of show the appreciation of giving him a super chat and making a wall of appreciation for people. So I think most people already explained it in the chat to her, but that's his little Baker way of telling you thank you for your support. And he tried to make different colors for different super chats. Yeah, and exactly, Sue. You're not bugging anyone. Asking all the questions. Like I said, Baker likes to talk.
Yeah, and don't feel like you're bugging anyone. This is just I have nothing else to do, and I should be baking, so I'll just do a stream anyway. So you're not annoying anyone by asking questions. We're here for the same. And for anyone who's wondering what I'm going to do with the last 4 cups of egg whites, I'm going to turn that into some meringue that I'll put some chopped up chocolate in, and then I'll bake. But I'll do that probably Sunday when I'm done streaming, because my daughter we call them kiss cakes. We put them in like a tub, roughly this size.
Mm-hmm.
Or I like to make some bigger, like a pavlova. Well, not quite as big as a pavlova, but my daughter really likes those, so I'm going to make those and take them to her at Christmas as well. So that's what I'm going to do with the rest of the egg whites. Just sugar, egg whites, whisk it till it's so you can turn the bottom up on the bowl. Then you'll just slowly turn in some chopped up chocolate or whatever you like. Some people like it with nuts in them. I'm not a big fan of nuts. But That's what I'm going to do with the rest of it. I'll probably do that Sunday, because after they've baked, it's more like a drying process. You leave them in the oven for an hour with the heat on, and then you turn the heat off and let them rest in there all night long so they dry out. It's that's a kiss cake. Oh, thank you, Nightbot. I like you too.
And welcome, Rose. Rose just subbed to your channel.
Thank you so much, Rose. I will do the. I just need 2 more minutes, and the rest of the cake is out of the oven, and I'll be back. Jenny, can you talk for 2 minutes?
That's what I'm doing.
You better, because I'm going away now.
Okay, bye. Weren't those the cutest cookies ever? Yeah, welcome everybody. I wonder if I was gonna ask him before he walked away, like, does he actually make any American desserts? I don't think he does. I don't think he ever has. And what was I gonna say? I love people that do fun Christmas cards. I kind of miss that, because we used to get a lot. People used to do all the fun, like, Christmas card pictures, and I used to get like Christmas cards from like every person in my family, but nobody does them anymore. Kind of a bummer. Oh, well, I get mine done now, so I don't have to apply fake eyelashes, but I used to do it before this. It's been, gosh, going on like 3 years of having these things. So, I mean, really, the trick is good glue, and you really got to let it dry down and get tacky. Because my problem was I put it on too soon, and then it was just a mess. But no, but keep practicing for real. Like, you can go to the dollar store and get a bunch of, like, just get a bunch to practice with, and you have to trim them definitely on the outside, and make sure they fit, and then just, yeah, actually the dollar store has the best glue. I will say that. But I really don't, if I ever decide to get rid of these babies, I'll definitely be wearing fake ones, because I had one cycle. Baker loves me talking about my cycles.
No, it's my
one
daughter
cycle
who just.
where my eye. What?
Her kid had some constipation, and so they had to take him to the hospital, and he was on medication and didn't really work, so they got him some zone therapy. Do you call it that as well? The pushing on the feet.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. That worked.
Did it work?
Quite fast when she left the treatment place. So let's just say the joys of having a baby. Well,
does he really speak highly of me, though?
I do.
I
say you are the best. Well, if we go a year back, I'll say you're the best co-host. Now I'm more saying you're angry and mean and yell at me.
No, I do. I have been fading away because my job has been getting more and more annoying and actually making me do things. So I have been fading away in the background lately. Well, yeah, and now we have scheduled days that we have to do like specific things, and there's no way I would have time to be on here. And so I always tell Baker Tuesdays, Thursdays, those are like the worst days for me. But um, I don't have my own channel. I kind of just leech off of Baker and do things when he's doing things, and then I really like to just play in the Discord the most. It's the best. So.
Yeah, the bicycle kicks. She's trying. It doesn't really work, but no. Jamie is an absolute sweetheart. She is stopping by whenever she has time to do it, and I have been lucky. I know a lot of people who. Marissa comes on if I have a meeting and runs the show.
Mhm.
Jedi Jess will scare my subscribers away. It's all nice.
Oh,
Oh,
exactly.
Zach.
And I appreciate that too, everybody doing that, because it's like nice. Because I always felt so terrible when I couldn't be there. And I know Baker's very good on his own. Obviously, he doesn't need me. But I know what it's like to have it's nice to have somebody on and just kind of bounce off of them, like
Yeah,
with
8 hours
chit chat
gets a
and
little
stuff.
long.
Yeah.
So but luckily enough, we have a nice chat. Jamie, did you know Yankee Candle has a sale on Amazon? They send it to your house.
Did you see Dave earlier say he was baking and his house smells like vanilla and it's gross? I was like, such a jerk off.
I do have a lot of support. I have a lot of wonderful people helping me, and I have a lot of wonderful watchers. How long do the professional ones last? Which profession? Oh, the eyelashes.
It really depends. Okay, so you get them done initially, and you can usually go almost 3 weeks. But I notice that around 2 weeks for me personally, they start to look a little shabby, and I want to get them redone. So you go whenever. Usually it's probably around the 2 week, 3 week mark, and get them filled. And all she does is go in and clean them up and get any ones that are loose, and then she puts in new ones to fill it all in, and it's just, yeah. And they last however long you take care of them, because you just got to take care of them. But I always suggest finding a really good person and trying it out. It's fun, and you might like it and become addicted like me. So.
And Zach is really well, it's Friday. He's probably drunk already. What is it like sleeping with them on?
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if you're a face sleeper, there's a lot of things I would suggest, yeah, if you sleep on your face, then don't waste your money, because they you're gonna rub them off. But I'm a back sleeper, and I don't have to they don't bother me. And no, you can't see them and all that stuff. I know people think it's so weird, or they're heavy. I can't even tell I have them on.
No, but it's the same when you get glasses. You'll notice it, and then 2 weeks later you won't notice you have glasses on anymore.
Next thing you know,
do I make any American desserts? I tried making a pineapple upside down cake from a book that Legendary Racing got me. That turned out to be a really, really big mess. And I have made pineapple upside down cake before, but this one didn't work out well. Normally I only bake when I have it, but it's the thing. I like doing the baking shows, but normally I'll stream 8 hours of court 5 days a week, and then we have the 2 hour stabby day on Saturdays. So it should be on Sundays, and I really need that one day where I sleep 10 hours to make up for the 6 hour time difference. I also try to, well, now I have these creators for Christmas, but other than that, I normally have three shows at 5 a.m. in the morning every week, because I'm not that smart. But yeah, so I would like to do it more. I like doing it because it's just a good chat thing. But it's everything is a time problem. I have 1,000 things I want to do. I want to do a channel about book reviews because I'm so mad that every book and movie review out there these days are always negative. There's a lot of good books and movies. I would love to do that. I would love to have my channel where we only do Jamie's budget segments, but she still haven't turned over the raw tapes, so I could do it. But no, I have a lot of things I want to do, and I have a lot of time. I don't have. Well, I don't have a lot of time. That's my problem.
Well, yeah, like I was going to ask you that earlier when you were on the thing. Do you make any American desserts? And that was the only thing. The pineapple upside down cake was the only thing you've tried.
No, I made Mississippi mud pie once for a girl I was trying to get in her pants.
Oh my God. What is a Mississippi mud pie?
You don't know what a Mississippi mud pie is?
I mean, I feel like I've heard of it, but no, I haven't had it.
It's like a biscuit where you crush biscuits and butter in the bottom, and then you have like a chocolate mousse in the middle, and some. It's a few years since I tried to get in her pants. I couldn't fit. She was way smaller than I am, but well, I am a romantic.
I mean, that is romantic. Making a lady a dessert.
Yeah, she
you
liked
can
it.
move in later. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't fall for that?
She didn't.
Oh, well, she sucks.
Well, I probably dodged a bullet there because 2 years later, no, 4 years later, she was married, divorced with 2 children. So,
All right. Yeah.
So I got out of that one. I should have made
Ooh.
smacks on a pan. My big ass wouldn't fit in a pan. It's not that runny. It's a chocolate pie.
I mean, that sounds delicious. And then
No,
Oreos.
it's not crushed Oreos. It's digestives.
Well, you should have put Oreos. Maybe that was the problem. I mean,
it's so long ago that I don't even think Oreos white was a thing in Denmark at that time.
You don't have Oreos?
That
Do you
time.
now?
Jamie, I ate Halloween Oreos with you on the screen because I said, "See, Jamie, I found these one because you love Halloween."
But I thought you had
You
to
should
go
really
to
watch the show.
Germany to
Sometimes I know it's a really bad show most of the time, but sometimes it's okay. You should try and watch it, especially the ones you are on.
That's the ones I don't watch. I hate them the most. No, I'm kidding.
I have to say thank you, Kristen Limited Edition, Legendary Racing, Boston born, Dallas born, Boston bred, and of course, I always wondered what it tastes like. Yeah, if you're allergic, this one actually doesn't taste enough of nuts because I think it's the cheap marzipan that's not enough almond in it. Normally, when they make the cheap marzipan, they'll just chuck in a whole load of fake almond flavor, so it just smells like Jamie's house. But this one, it's a little more subtle. I like it when it just have that hint of almond, and then you use a good dark chocolate on the bottom, so you get the bitterness of the chocolate with the sugar.
Speaking of almond, vanilla, all that fun stuff, ladies, I have figured out how to make a do-it-yourself gourmet smelling body oil. I will share in the Discord. You will be so impressed. I have some. I made some, and I'm just like, now I got to go to the dollar store and get more stuff. I should sell these things, I swear.
Yeah, you should have a side hustle. I think there's a few things that you have to get checked with the government, but this is a Mississippi mud pie. It doesn't
looks
look like a
amazing.
Mississippi because it looks like it has a brownie button. I had a biscuit button.
That looks amazing.
Yeah,
I
but
would
it shouldn't be like that. This is more the right one. Where you have a biscuit and then you have the chocolate mousse that you set with some gelatin. But I don't know why they have chocolate shavings on top. That should be I don't know what it is, but yeah. Melt some marshmallows, put some chocolate in it, put some cream in it, and you make a lovely Mississippi mud pie. It just
looks
takes
like
two.
chocolate
It's hard.
cheesecake.
It's hard. Yeah, it's kind of like a cheesecake, but just not yucky. Because there's no
That's not
there's,
yucky.
there's,
Stop it.
there's no cream cheese in it, so it's good.
Cream cheese is good in everything.
No. Bouche de Noël. I don't know what bouche de Noël is.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Oh, it's a Christmas log.
a Christmas log.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks fun. Does it actually look like a log? Oh.
Yeah, you put a lot of chocolate on it, and then you'll scrape
Scrape it to make it look
like a
piece
log
of
into
wood.
it.
Yeah.
So I made those at home only, but it's a lot of work. The problem is making all of these things is really hard to do on screen because you have a lot of preparation going into it. Something you have to let sit in the fridge for 4 hours, so it's hard to do all the steps in it. See you later, Pokemon. Oh, with accent flour. Okay. I love make my own body and face well.
I'm telling you, I have been on a kick of like figuring out how to do things on the cheap. And some of the stuff you pay $20, $30 for, you can make for like $5. And it's super easy.
Biscoff. I don't know what Biscoff is.
Yeah, what is Biscoff? Is it like Nutella? Or
I
is it
just said
different?
I don't know what it is, and you ask, Jamie. Sometimes you should listen to me.
I'm asking the people in the audience.
It's a biscuit spread. What the heck? It's what?
Cookie butter. Cookie butter?
So it's ground up cookies with butter. It looks kind of like a peanut butter, but why would you do that?
I mean, it sounds amazing. It's like a peanut butter made out of cookies.
Yeah, but at least peanut butter has a little bit of nature in it. This is just a cookie that you just eat the cookie, Jamie. That's what I'm trying to say. Dunk it in your tea, it'll be fine. Yeah, the cookies are fine, but why ground them up and?
I ain't hating on it.
It's a kind of ginger cookie. Oh, I don't like ginger.
Oh, I love gingerbread cookies.
Ugh. I make a face oil with coconut oil melted and steeped
Look at you.
chamomile, marshmallow, and calendula. Is this Russian?
Anything with marshmallow in it is
Real
marshmallow,
marshmallows are just the scent of marshmallows.
like the scent.
Oh, it doesn't say that. It just say marshmallow. So I thought I see
Putting
because
them.
marshmallows is just sugar. Is fudge popular in Denmark? No, I only think I've had it from America. I had saltwater taffy. I like that. Have you ever had saltwater taffy?
It's a thing up north. It's okay.
I liked it.
They do fudge and homemade saltwater taffy up north. It's like a
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
fudge is just like caramel, but softer. Avocado ginger cheesecake. There's something wrong. Yeah, I have taste. Avocados is the most. It have no taste. It's just
I hate.
yucky. It has the same texture as cream cheese, and it has no flavor. It's bleh. Ginger. There was that health fad that was going around like 10 years ago, and my ex-wife called it every morning the girls are getting a ginger shot. It's really good for blah blah blah. She kept talking, I stopped listening. And I said, "Oh yeah, I'll look into it." And when the kids came down and said, "Your mom said I was supposed to give you ginger shots. I don't like it. Do you want it?" And they looked at me and said, "Nope." And I said, "Are you going to tell mom you didn't get it?" "Nope." "Fine by me. I'll buy it. I'll put it in the fridge, and it's up to you." So what now?
Zach, stupid comment. Oh my god.
Well, it smells like some ladies too. So Zach, don't make me do this.
I just like read it and then I picture that in my mind and it just like he wakes up every morning and just puts a nice
Yeah,
little fish on his face.
yeah, ginger shot. That was a thing. I think like 10 years ago. Every I don't like to talk ill about my ex-wife, uh, but she's one of those ladies who see it in a woman magazine and it must be the truth. So she was doing ginger shots, and then she got celiac disease. I said, "That's funny. I've known you for a long time. You never ever had any gluten intolerance." Well, I have now. Then she got lactose intolerance. Um, yeah, she's one of those whatever will fix you instead of just fixing you. She'll try all the diets, all the recipes, everything because it's never in here it's wrong. It's only because I didn't have the right balance of humors. And she didn't like it when I said, "Have you tried calming down?"
Oh my goodness.
No, she didn't even. It wasn't into fat. It was just because she believed my youngest daughter was lactose and gluten intolerant. I said, "Oh, so you went to the doctor?" No, she went to an angel healer who told her my daughter was lactose and gluten intolerant. And I said, "Oh." And then I asked my daughter, "What do you want to eat?" And she said, "I really want because I can't have bread at home with mom. I'll buy you some bread." Uh, no excessive farting, so probably not lactose or gluten intolerant. So, well, a little bit of that, yeah. So, a bit of a strawberry allergy, and I'm not happy about it. I have the same because in Denmark, every summer you do a lot of strawberry pies and strawberry tarts, and you stand with a knife and just split strawberries for forever. And because I did it, I don't know if because of course when you're standing with a knife and you take the strawberry and just put it down on the knife, that's the easiest way to do it. Um, I had I get tingling every time I eat strawberries now. So
Mhm.
No woman likes that. I was told by a very trustworthy source in Tennessee, Mr. Vegas Rick, that every American lady liked it if you said, "Have you tried calming down?" "Yes, it's you." And I've since been told by Valhalla to make sure she really understand that you mean it. You say, "You sound a lot like your mom right now." That's the best way. So if I ever wanted to date an American woman, that'll take all of my problems away. Yes, an angel healer. She talks to angels; they'll heal her.
Ew. Yeah, he needs a trout serum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like the princess of Norway, she's an angel healer. Yeah. Oh, she can talk to horses as well. Yeah, she's. Well, it's not that funny tingling. It's just you feel if hands feel like they're growing in size under the skin, and it just you want to scratch them all the time. It's not that nice. Um, I think it's the same thing that's in kiwi, the same acid that's in strawberry, because I'll tinkle if I work with kiwi as well, because animal fat is delicious.
Yeah,
Bacon for the
you
win.
need more of it, guys. It's especially good for ladies, your hormones. So
They healed her. That's why you could give her bread. Duh. Lexi, I didn't think about that one. She had it again Sunday when she arrived at her mom's house. So maybe it was the angels only hovered over my house. So yeah. But Jamie, it's been an hour and a half of nothing other than fun, hanging out with the chit chat, baking a little bit. And
yeah.
I have a show again in 2.5 hours. What time? Is it 2 or 4? I'm going. No, it's 2. It's 2 o'clock. I have a show again in 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna go make me some dinner, take a shower, clean up my kitchen, and I know Mo has been in treatment this week with her leg, so I haven't set up a stabby day for tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe looking a little bit. I don't know if you. Oh, I talked about it yesterday, so you didn't hear it. There's a trial coming up next year, maybe with a mom who unalived her 3 kids. Marissa got me the affidavit. I thought we could read that maybe tomorrow, but I have to go meet with my brother at some time, so I don't really know what time it'll be. But if you wanna, we can do that.
Okay.
Or we could just do 1.5 hours of the Crazy Friends lady and force Marissa to sit here on stream watching it.
Yes. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Marissa would then write in my comments complaining and
No,
telling me that she was be leaving.
Marissa, we're just gonna do trial stuff. We promise.
Yeah, we're just gonna read an affidavit.
Yeah.
Just have
come
to
on.
figure out a way how to lock her into so she can't leave the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have to take her moderation tools away because she's the only one who can end the stream beside me. Well, we'll probably look at that affidavit tomorrow because it's a horrible story. Talk a little bit about it. It's not set to go, but she is now claiming insanity. She might have had some postpartum, but they never diagnosed her. I believe blood tests came back positive for 7 prescribed medications. So that's why I thought that could be a little interesting to see what it was about.
Mhm.
If it has any. I know you don't like doing trials on weekends, Jamie, but I thought that was.
Well, I've known about this one because I saw it when it happened, but I didn't realize she was still gonna go to trial.
Yeah, because she's claiming insanity now. Yes, and my guest tonight covered that case. I believe it was 2 days ago. I don't think it was yesterday, but he had a 911 call and stuff like that. It's a horrible case. He read some articles about it, and that's why I asked Marissa to see if she could find the affidavit. She is called Sydney Clenny.
Lindsay.
Sydney. What?
Lindsay
Clenny.
Clancy. Yeah.
Clancy. Yeah.
Lindsay Clancy.
Is anyone covering Richard Allen's sentencing? Who's Richard Allen?
That's the Delphi guy.
Oh, I bet you.
Probably Bob Mata or Mo. Not really sure. Andrea.
I can try and see. Who, if any, who is right now? Don't do it. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. You know I kind of do it sometimes, and I don't want to do it. But you scare away all our viewers. I'm so
Me?
sorry. No, me, because I do this accent, you know.
See, it's different every time. So how can he pinpoint down what?
Well, then I just can't do that specific Southern accent.
Just keep changing it up. Then there's nothing to be complained about. Then you're hitting all the genres.
Yeah, that's. Yes, they on Eric Hunley's. They will have a memorial for Vices as well. Yes, Bob Mata will be my guest at 2 p.m. Eastern. So please join us back in roughly 2 hours and say hello to Bob, because I'm going to ship you all over there if I can figure out how they set up the back. They changed the back end on StreamYard. I don't like change, Jamie.
Really? Yeah, you don't.
Change is...
Change is good. Stop it.
No, it's not, because I'm normally pushing this one, and then I have to push that one, and it's just not good. I don't like it, Jamie.
Well, I hope everybody has a great day, a good weekend.
So do I, and I hope to see you later. And if we're doing that Mother Unaliver tomorrow, when I figure out when I need to meet up with my brother, we do that at sometimes in the afternoon. But I don't want to do a stab your day when mom. I have a stream again in 2 hours, and I can't speak now. I'm happy that Brandon hasn't been here, so we have to do the Friday beer. So yeah. Well, I'm not happy Brandon isn't here, but I'm happy I don't have to drink before my next stream. Jamie, can you go say hasta la taco?
Bye.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
100.
Because it is 100%
100%.
correct.
Checking your other.
So you literally built a cannon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All
right, I'm in love.
Go back. Please do that again. Oh, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't have cared.
You wouldn't have cared?
No,
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
no,
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
probably did.